Ahoy!
Yeah.
Crew, close sails. We'd like to ask a question or two of you, please. If you can turn your ship around. Max, give me some wind so I can pull up alongside.
Yeah, I'll open them.
Turn the sails to -75. When their ship is to our port side, please close the sail.
Copy.
I'm coming alongside your starboard. We just want to ask you about the island to our stern. What company are you with, good people?
Well, I'm actually a sub-company called Pristine Trading, but we are partnered with a company called the Gilded.
Aye. The island to my stern, is it over-inhabited? Are there hostile creatures there? Are there resources? Do you know anything of that island?
That's the island we live on, and that would be the Gilded home area. That entire island is built over.
So they are not welcoming of other small groups that are looking to build, is that correct?
You could go around to the main port, which I believe, let me check my atlas here. You can go over to the main port, which is going to be on the northeastern side of the second island to the right on your map. And you can ask for an admiral, and you might be able to work out a deal with them. But I have not seen any other groups on that island yet.
Thank you for the information. Sail safely. Ahoy.
Hell.
I'm here to meet with an officer.
Who goes?
My name's Lieutenant Steve. Pleasure to meet you. I hear that you're the Gilded. Is that correct?
That is correct.
We met some of yours on the high seas as we approached the island. We asked if the island was safe or hostile. And we were told that as long as we meet with an officer, we could have counsel with you. We were asking if is there any bay here that is not occupied, if civil folk like ourselves can just use a small portion of a bay.
We kind of own the entire island.
I see. Is there any way we can negotiate some land or have some kind of agreement? I'm sure you tax the land, is that not right?
That's correct. Miss Serenity, could you see if Miss Scarlet is about?
Sure.
We'll see if we can find one of the commanding officers for you to speak with. I have no authority as to the land. I'm not even sure if we could do the thing where we allow you to build on our land or something like that. I'm not sure if that's a thing yet. I'm not sure why right this way. We had a little bit of an in. No news yet. Sorry about that. Just getting started on it. Very well. Right this way, gentlemen. I'll let you speak to the commanding officer now. It's been a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hello, I am Vice Admiral Scarlet, second in command of the Gilded Nation.
I am Lieutenant Steve of the Magnetic North Trading Company. Just a small little company that we currently are mobile, and this year is Max. A few of my members are back at the Guild port and on my ship at the moment. We've come here
Oh,
peacefully
sorry
to...
that they're stuck at the guild port.
uh, just there temporarily. Are you allies with the guild?
We were before they became a providence of the French.
I see, I see. I haven't been too informed with the politics, but I did notice the flags and the attire that they now wear. And how have the French Navy been treating you?
Well, the French are pirate hunters, and most of my company are pirates.
Interesting. We found ourselves here in this tavern specifically to have counsel with someone such as yourself of a high rank, to discuss the premise of being taken in as a small, low-key group. Now, we are called the Magnetic Trading Company, which is a temporary name. We are not a trading company. We are indeed interested in piracy ourselves, but we don't wish to make enemies with any large groups. Now, we know that your island has a bank and you do tax whatever resource is taken, so this could be a very mutually beneficial agreement that we can come to if a small piece of land or a small cove can be given up to us in exchange for our company here and our coin used in such establishments like this beautiful tavern. So what say you?
I know that currently, or as in the past, Admiral Edward has only given land to our company members.
So do you think that the captain would be in any way open to such a premise? I know it might be very outlandish, hopefully not offensive in any way. We mean no offense by the offer. But I think to bring some life to your taverns here and to bring information from the far seas, I'm sure much information is shared throughout your group, but to have another set of eyes in different parts of the seas that you may not usually frequent can only be a boon to you. Perhaps even insiders in some of your enemy groups could also be a boon to you.
As all of this sounds wonderful to me, how are your feelings with the French and the known pirates?
Well, I believe I was just telling Murdoch, if that was his name. I believe that the French Navy are oppressive and they strong-arm other groups into doing things that they would rather not. I was just explaining how although my residence is currently in C1, I do not hold allegiance to the French Navy or to the Guild. I'm merely using a house that was rented to me there until I find better land, better soil, which is what sent me across the seas. Because I do not want to have any association with the French Navy. And how do you feel about the French Navy?
Well, they hunt the people who we are. They hunt pirates, and well, eventually it's going to bring trouble to our doorstep, but, you know, and we are very heavily fortified. This is our Lord and Savior, Admiral Pirate Jesus.
This is Edward.
Ah, yes.
Aye.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Edward. Your people have treated us with great hospitality.
Aye, that's good.
While we've been sharing food with them in the tavern, we've found that we have quite a lot in common. We've come to graciously ask for a small piece of some of your land here, and I was explaining here to the Admiral that should there be someone who doesn't have your flags flown on the sea, or someone who doesn't represent your company across these waters, we'd more likely be able to get information that we can share with you that someone of your company would. So if anything, we offer any information we gather that may be of use to you in exchange for a piece of your land and some of the resources on that land. That's a proposition that you'd be willing to offer.
If you were going to live on the island, I would require you to have paperwork at the very least.
So that means to be part of your company, is that what that means?
No, I would require alliance paperwork.
Aye, indeed. So I think if we have from that cove, that little cove that no one is using, and roughly from where the choke point is, where the shallows are, all the way to the white flag and the other sign down there. And of course we'll try not to build any eyesores anywhere near your gate, and if we keep a tight walkway by the rock wall here, and of course follow any other rules of engagement and peace on the seas and on your land, I think we have a mutually beneficial accord. Captain, you come across as an honest man. Bring me the alliance papers again.